You know that thing that your dog does that you think is adorable? The head tilt, the zoomies, the way they follow you everywhere? What if I told you that some of those behaviours are not actually normal? They could actually be a sign that your dog is in pain. And by the end of this video, I'll show you the one behaviour most owners think is harmless, but in reality can mean something is seriously wrong. Hi, I'm Jenny Vet Nurse and I'm Dr Vet's assistant, and I help you spot problems before they become emergencies. And this topic, it catches people off guard because the behaviours we're talking about today don't look like illness, don't look like pain. They look normal, even cute, and that's exactly why they're dangerous. Dogs don't show pain like humans. They don't complain and they don't point to where it hurts. Instead, they adapt, they compromise, they mask it, because instinctively, showing weakness equals vulnerability. So your dog might be playing, eating, wagging their tail, while still being in discomfort. Let's start with the one people love, the head tilt. You say something, they tilt their head, and everyone melts. Here's the truth. A persistent head tilt is not always cute. It can sometimes mean ear infection, pain in the ear canal, or even a neurological issue. If it happens occasionally, fine, but if it's frequent or it's constant, that's a signal. And later, I'll show you one behaviour that looks playful, but is actually one of the clearest signs of discomfort. The zoomies. Running around like crazy, bouncing off furniture. Looks pure joy, right? Sometimes, yes, but sometimes it's a release of tension or discomfort, especially if it happens after rest, if it's followed by licking or chewing, or your dog seems restless afterwards. This can indicate underlying irritation or pain. Following you everywhere. This one feels like love. Your dog follows you from room to room. You think they just adore me, and probably they do. But sometimes it's anxiety, it's discomfort, it's seeking reassurance. Dogs in pain often become clingy, restless, or unable to settle. This is a big one, excessive licking. Owners often say they're just grooming, but persistent licking can mean skin irritations, allergies, pain in joints, or an internal discomfort. And here's the key. Dogs lick to soothe pain. So if it's repetitive, that's not normal. Remember what I said earlier, that there's one behaviour that most people completely misread. We're getting close. You've probably seen it. Your dog suddenly sits mid-walk. You laugh. You think it's stubbornness. But often it can be discomfort. This could be anal gland pressure, hip pain, lower back issues. This is the one behaviour most people misread. Dogs that can't settle, seem overexcited, or sometimes start to nip. These dogs often get labelled as naughty or overstimulated, but sometimes they're actually uncomfortable. Pain can show up as irritability, restlessness, or unpredictable behaviour. We see this one quite a lot. Owners come in thinking that their dog has a behavioural issue, but it turns out it's actually discomfort. So how do you know the difference? Look for patterns. Is the behaviour increasing? Is it repetitive? Is it out of character for your dog? And the biggest clue, is it a sudden change? Your dog isn't trying to be difficult. They're trying to cope. And sometimes what looks cute, what looks funny, and what looks harmless is actually a sign that they need your help. If something feels off, trust your instinct. If this video helped you, comment below and hit subscribe, and I'll help you spot problems before they become emergencies.